The portal of possibilities. So, in this webinar, what I'm going to be doing each day is getting closer and closer. A lot more information is coming in and about the way I'll be working within that webinar. So, if you imagine that when you're out of your system, when you're in your mind and you're in this epigenetic mind, I'll say a mind of maybe drama or frustration or lying to yourself or dissociation. It was such a habit and so normal in your system that it's almost more normal to be out of your system, maybe in daily life or interactions or relationships. And in this webinar, what I'll be doing is really connecting to the blueprint of creation ourselves. So the essence of who we are as spirit and really dropping into cellularly the connection of the divine blueprint within you without trauma, without belief system, and using this as a sounding board to see what part of you is out of resonance with that, what part of you is out of resonance with creation, what part of you is in different illusions. And by using and pulling up this portal of possibilities, which is really the divine creation or going into your purest channel, everything that is not aligned with that will show up. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with all the different techniques I've worked with over the years and the way I work with the genetics and the ancestors and trauma to really transform it and then to close the systems and close the static noise that's in your system and the parts of you that maybe has this schizophrenic part or bipolar part or these parts of you that you just feel like, wow, I'm out of myself or I'm going crazy here or this is not really me, but this nasty part or something came out of me. So a destructive part. So all these parts are connected to control of the mind. It's control of really connecting to being. And the way I want to work is drop into the subconsciousness and clean the ancestral information of where they're out of alignment with creation, and then work it within our own systems of where we're out of alignment with creation, and then cut the cords, got the memory fields. So if you imagine you've got a habit of being out of yourself in anxiety, for example, this is in the frontal lobe, it's in left and right hemisphere, it's in the brainstem, it's in your nervous system, it's in the fascia tissue. So what we'll be doing is closing those systems and almost like pruning away all those connections with worry, fear, anxiety. Once you clear the essence of it, once you clear the root of the topic, then we can disengage by cutting the cords. So it's pruning away the parts of you that is in this field of worry, anxiety, or you feel there's a heaviness in you that comes up. It's not really you, but it's in my life, it's in my system. Or there's a part of you that may feel like I'm always sabotaging, or maybe I'm in a holding pattern. Maybe I don't know, I get the opportunity and then it just freezes or it's late. I'm out of time. And what's been coming up in the last days really is a lot of people I've worked with have been out of sync with time. So it's almost like you have GPS coordinates and you're driving. And then there's another part of you worrying about the future. So there's another car back here and another coordinate up here. So they're driving, but they're not connected to present time. So you may feel like suddenly you're connected and then you go out of time or you go somewhere else. And then maybe your partner, your friend says, you're missing, you're not with me. Where are you? Where are you? It's because you're lost in time and space. And that could be simply if your mom didn't, she forgot you at home or you were felt forgotten. So you're out of time and space. And that trauma from the childhood is enough to create a pattern of you feeling out of time and space with life because you do not trust present time. So In this webinar, I want to bring you back, bring all your coordinates back to one point, present time. And any stories, any anxieties or that you're holding from the epigenetics or you're holding from your own system, we can just prune away those fields so you're left in yourself. And we'll go deeper and deeper in each of these webinars. There's 4 webinars, and you don't have to watch them all at once. You can watch them at your own convenience and watch them a few times if you like. But it's going to keep pruning away of those constant worry, that constant heaviness, that constant frozen part, procrastination, for example, and maybe fear of abundance, fear of moving forward. And it's going to bring you into pure creation. And it's going to open up new opportunities in your life. So I'm really looking forward to this one. This is really, really aligned with where we are on this planet and the full moon at the moment. It's everything related to the full moon topics and the power of this full moon about letting go of all patterns, anxieties, and stepping into trusting yourself, trusting your inner voice. And that is what this webinar is really about, is really just what part of you forgot to trust your inner voice, because the intuition is within you and only you have the answers to that intuition. So I just want to support you to drop back into the blueprint of who you are and the complete connection with nature within you, which is pure, without static, without noise, without trauma, and without mind. It's going to be a big one. It's really, really deep. There's a lot of deep stuff coming up at the moment in the collective, in every one of us. And this is for me, yeah, the game changer in changing anxieties, changing the mind control, changing where we're out of sync, changing where we're lost in time and space, and dropping into pure presence and valuing our own essence and listening to ourselves, listening to our own intuition. It's going to be a big one. So if you want to make these steps, I invite you to be part of it. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.